Hello guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. I'm very sorry because previously I did a video on this too, and then it was without sound because I have problem with my microphone and I didn't notice and I already uploaded. Anyway, I'm gonna redo it again. This time I'll make sure that there is sound. Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna have an update on trade analysis that I did last week before the election. This is a USDCHF. So previously, I was identified this as a QM, this area as a QM. Okay, means that there is a possible the trade will be coming back and then reject at this area. So I have my entry around this area. Okay, around this area. I did it around here. So what I did, what I have the during that time I have the opportunity to look at this trade because I was quite free that time. So it was lucky for me. I would say it was lucky. So what I did is that once the trade took off, then I saw something is not really that convincing for me. So what I did is that I switched my stop loss to break even, and then I got stop out from here. Then after that, the price quickly slowly moving upwards. Okay. Then what happened is that I have the time because there is a few hours left. I have the time to analyze the this trade again. All right. So what I did is that that time I was analyzing using H1. So I switched it to H4. I see that is there any problem with my analyzing. So I saw something very how to say familiar over here. Then I know my problem. So what I did is that during this analysis, I saw another QML, but this is on the H4. So I know that this is not correct. This is definitely not correct. So this is the bigger QML. If you look at it properly, this is the bigger QML. So if you can't see it properly, I'm gonna highlight it out. So this is the first wave, then going down, then it went up. Okay, so this will be a left shoulder, or we call the KML. This is the head. Then there is a big drop. Okay, if you see properly, this drop broke the previous low. This drop broke the previous low. Can you see? This drop broke the previous low. Just a bit, but it's more than enough. So means that this is qualified as a QML setup. So I'm gonna label this shoulder as a QML. All right, sorry, I'm talking quite fast because uh I'm gonna make a move soon. I'm going out, and then I already done this video without sound, so I need to do it again. As some of you asked me why I have a trade running in profit while a lot of you got stop out. All right. Before that, I'm gonna say that whatever I share is just my analyze. It's not a signal or it's not a tips. Okay. So if you do not understand, don't trade. Okay. Do not understand, don't trade. Okay, so come back to here. I have my QML. So what I did is that I have my line at the QML area first. This is my initial way of trading. Okay, first of all, I must stress out the important. Okay, this is very important. QML is nothing. Okay, don't take QML seriously. QML is just a name for you to analyze only. It's nothing. QML is just a signal telling that the trend is going down. Don't trade at the QML level. You'll be I mean, if you want to trade at it, it's at your own risk, but you need to do a precise analyze. You need to know where is your real entry is. Okay, so QML, I'll say again, is just a signal for reversal. That's all. That's all. Okay, then what I did is that I took this horizontal line, I put it at the place where there is a lot of rejection. So where is it? I put it over here. I put it over here. How I know this is a lot of rejection? Let's enlarge it, then you see. Okay, first of all, there is a rejection over here. There is a resistance. Then there is a support. Then if you look at it, there is a resistance. This is not coincidentally. This is very obvious. There is a rejection around this area. So already, and in fact, this is my MPL. My KL may be on the top, but this is my MPL. This is definitely my MPL. So I'm gonna label it as MPL over here. Okay, MPL. So this is my MPL. Then what I did is that I know that this is my decision point zone. Remember, this is just my zone. This is not exactly what I want. This is my zone because as you guys know, I like to do a sniper entry. but my sniper entry should not be too small, but should not be too big too. So for this, I have around 22, 23 pips, which I think is too much for USDCHF. So what I'm going to do is I want to make it smaller, uh, as small as possible, but not too small, because there is a spread, and the election is coming, means that the spread is going big, quite big, okay, during that time. So what I did is that I put it, I switch to H1, then I'm going to look for my fresh supply zone, because I always sell at my supply and I always buy at my demand. And then the other thing is that, first thing, that once I already identified this box, this red box over here, I do not move my red box, remember, because I'm analyzing whatever is going to happen in this red box. Okay, so it's easier for me. So I told you before, I'm looking for a fresh supply zone. So did I get any fresh supply zone? Yes, I did. I have a fresh supply zone over here. Okay, this is my fresh supply zone. Can you see it? This is my fresh supply zone. Very, very fresh. Nothing retested, nothing. Okay, so but the problem is that this is too small for me. This time this is too small. It's just 4 pips. I'm afraid that the spread, sometimes the spread might knock me out. So what I did is that I enlarged it to something bigger, somewhere around here. It's quite big, which is I'm quite comfortable. It's around 11 pips. 11 pips, 10 to 11 pips. My rules is 10 to 15 pips. Okay, so this is my precise entry. This is my precise entry, my fresh supply zone. Okay, so let's see if this supply zone really trigger my entry. All right, so this is how I did my analyze. Okay, precisely. Okay, the price came into this area and then got rejected and then went off. All right, so this time around, I already got my entry. I have my stop loss. Okay, so where should I take my profit? All right, so first of all, this is a compression move. If you look at it properly, this is a compression. This is what we call it as a CP. Means that most of the demand zone is already engulfed or consumed by its own movement. So we have the last demand zone over here. We have a last demand zone over here. This is the last barrier. Means that if it broke this barrier, the price will keep going down until where? Until the next barrier over here. Okay, the next barrier over here and the next barrier over here. So where is my take profit zone? So honestly, I'm going to show you where I put my take profit zone. This is not nothing that because it already happened, I'm going to tell you that way. I really did put my take profit zone over here. Reason is because this profit zone, okay, this demand zone, okay, behind, if I put a line, a horizontal line, if you see behind, there is a lot of rejection. There is a lot of rejection, means that this is a SSR. This line is a SSR. Okay, SSR with a demand zone is very, very powerful. Means that the price likely to go come to this area and then how should I say, come to this area and then reject. All right, so of course I don't usually put my take profit exactly at this point. I will put it a bit higher, because I'm afraid sometimes the price might do something funny. So this is somewhere I put my take profit zone around here. So what I did is that I monitor the first barrier. Once it broke this barrier, okay, I move my stop loss to this part. I move my stop loss to this part. Okay, then the rest is history. Okay, then the price moved down nicely. Okay, as it moved down, I move my stop loss accordingly. Then the next morning, it already have my trade is already in profit, and then take profit without my knowledge. Okay, so this is how I trade. So if you look at this MPL, even this MPL at the election day, that time, the price really respect is just a few pips. I think less than a few pips off only. So the price really respect this area and then came down again. But the next movement down, I did not do anything, because that was during the election. I do not know. It's either Biden is gonna win the election or Donald Trump is gonna win the election. So I'm not gonna predict that. I'm gonna read what is the market movement is. So this is how I get my trade. I believe that time I have around 1 to 8 or 1 to 9 risk reward, which is quite comfortable for me. Yeah. It's not that much. I believe it's around 1 to 9. 1 to 9. Not a lot. 1 to 9. My normal trade. Okay. So that's all. Hopefully you enjoy, understand why I did this trade, and then how I get my take profit. Alright. So this is USDCHF analyzed before the election, and hope you guys enjoy and learn a few things about this. Alright. Bye.